All right, so back to the smart car. We're gonna do a cold start, and then we're gonna make it so that it'll start even better in the future. We're gonna tune it. So get your computers out. Actually, we need the computer to check the instructions online how to jet the carbs. So let's do the cold start. Fuel pump's priming. Neutral.
You got a kill switch anywhere, Mike?
Rip the ground off. I don't know, the start switch got stuck on. So the starter switch got stuck on. I don't know what happened, but it smells flooded now. So we're gonna have to probably drag it over there and figure out what's going on. What? All right, so we're going to jet the Phaser 1000 motor in the smart car. We got this jet kit from Six Sigma Racing. It's on Amazon, is where I found it, and it was very identical to the Dyno Jet one, but I've seen some good reviews on this one. And we gotta first rip the set of carburetors off of the motor to put on the bench, and lots of guys say when it's in the bike, it takes them about an hour to get the carbs off, and we don't have to deal with the fuel tank and everything being in the way, so hopefully this isn't too much of a struggle for us. Okay, so first we're gonna take off these filters. I think I broke it.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Alright, we got her out, boys. Got the carbs out. It appears they need a really good cleaning because there's junk in there. And we're gonna drill them out.
That smells good.
Alright, so we got the carb set up sitting out here on the bench now. There's two coolant lines to keep all the fuel at the right temperature. And you gotta make sure you unhook your throttle position sensor. And of course your choke has to come off and your throttle cable. And so we use this rag to hold these butterflies open halfway. So now they're closed, as you can see. And we just put the rag in here, and now it's stuck halfway open. And the reason we need to do that is because we've got to use this tiny little drill bit they gave us to drill out these air passageways. So we're just going to follow the instructions step by step, and hopefully this all works out. So step one is remove the tops of the carbs and take all the internals out.
Make sure that if you do this in your barn, do it beside a grate like we did, because everything falls in there. It's really great.
Alright, so the second step, you need to pull this spring out. It's an optional step to clip the spring, but you can very easily do it afterwards. You want to just do one round at a time if you do. The benefit of clipping this spring gives you more rapid throttle response, but you lose your bottom end response. So basically below 2,000 RPM, it'll just take a little bit longer, but anything above 2,000, it's immediate. So we're gonna leave those for now, and we can always come back and just take the tops off the carbs again. So we'll just set that aside. Next, we need to take this diaphragm off, pop the needle out, and we have the adjustable style needle. So we can just move the clips down. If you don't have the adjustable style needle, then you need to put shims in, and it gives you instructions in the kit of how many shims to put where. So we're gonna just tear this down, and yeah. All right, so we're drilling out one of these holes in the bottom of this. The needle comes out right here, but we're gonna drill just one of these vacuum holes, and it's supposed to make the throttle response a little bit quicker. And we're just drilling it really slowly with the supplied drill bit in our little DeWalt drill. Then we just take the spacer off, take the washer off, and this little clip, we just move down one notch. Put those back on. Make sure that's seated in there good. Make sure the needle moves around nice. And put these springs back in with the open side to the top. And that's all for the top of the carbs. All right, we're gonna clean the tops of these carbs out before we go any further, just so that way we know this piece is clean and we don't have to worry about this clogging up our jets or anything later on. Good. There's junk in the bottom. All right, so we're gonna take the bowl off of this carb now. We need a number 2 Phillips, and just put it in there, tap it a couple times. I like to tap it 3 or 4 times, and then apply a lot of down pressure and a little bit of twisting, and it should pop loose just like that. We're gonna clean those out good. This one here is supposed to be our main jet, so we're just gonna pop that one out. It should come out with very little effort. Are you able to pick up on camera how small the one is compared to the other?
I can try.
So the new one is about 3 times as big as the old main jet. And we just want to do that back up snug, so it's not going to rattle loose, but you got to remember it's brass, so you don't want to strip it. And then the pilot jet is this little guy off to the side. Right there. And he's got bigger holes and more of them than the new pilots. Same thing, just put it in snug and on to the next one. And when we have them all 4 off, we will have to adjust these carb floats so they are all the same, and that will help to synchronize the carbs all together. Alright, so we're going to put covers on the carbs, and we're going to wait for the special tool we ordered. It's a pin vise drill that will hold this tiny little drill bit to drill out some passageways into the carb. But for now, we're just going to put the caps back on so nothing gets in there, set this inside the car, and leave it like that for now. Now, we gotta wait for 3 business days, but for you guys, it'll be like 2 seconds. So, see you in 2 seconds. We need to drill out 2 holes in each carb. They're air passageways, apparently. And we need to drill out the back one and the one on this side. When you're looking at the carb, when the butterflies are facing you, it's on the left side.
Try to get up close up with that so that people can understand.
One there, and one there. So we drilled those holes out, and one of them was already drilled out on each carb. So we think someone was in here before and did something. We don't know what, but now we know what's in there. And we're gonna just brake cleanse it out to get any shavings out. And then we're ready to inspect the boots and put it back on the engine. Okay, we're gonna put the carbs on now. We showed you taking them off, so we're not gonna show you how we put them back on. It's just that in reverse. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna unroll.
That's why I said it. Go the other way. I gotta tighten it up. Mitch. Oh no.
Alright, so we're gonna try fire it up for the first time with the new jets in there, and after me putting the carbs back together, so we'll see how good I am at building carbs. Sounds like it has a bit of a lower tone. I'm not sure if that's just me or not. Same here. It sounds almost like a little bit of a low. You can actually hear it firing back and forth. Alright, we're gonna see how the throttle response is, if it blips real nice.